So we just got home and today's video is going to be about how you can prepare for your pet sitter basically while you're away on vacation. We were away for 10 days out of town while our lovely pet sitter watched over the birds for us, and the setup that we did for her should be left exactly the way it is, so it'll be a good opportunity to show you. And as you can see, the birds are already super excited, so now we're just gonna walk in and say hi to everybody. Hello, birds! Hi, babies! Hi! So I'm gonna let out everybody so they can say hi. Hi! Let out Lemon. Hey, baby! Yes, I love you too, Bella. Who loves my Bella? Who loves my Bella? Yes, she does. Oh, little baby. Come here. Come here. Step up. Oh, you're just too excited, aren't you? Come here. Step up, Bella. Good girl. How are you? How's my baby? Oh, it's not out of focus. How's my baby? How's my baby, Bella? Oh. And oh. Happy. How's my baby? Oh, Happy. How's my baby? Come here. Come here, my little love. Oh, I missed you. Look at this beautiful. I missed you. It's hard to focus a camera with one hand. There, I missed you so much. Come here, little baby. I missed you. I miss my little baby. I miss my little baby so much. I missed you. I missed you. Look how pretty she is. Look how pretty she is.
Hey, Happy. How are you?
Little baby. Look at this little baby. We always say hi to Happy first because she's the most jealous. Hello, my little baby girl. Isn't she just beautiful? She's beautiful, isn't she? Yes, she is. And now we're gonna say hi to Lemon, who's a little shy to come out. Hi, Lemon. Come on, baby. Oh, yes, he is. Come here. Oh, and he grew. Look at him. Oh my goodness, who's so excited? Who's so excited, little Lemon? Come here. Oh, I missed you. I missed you, little guy. Yes, Bella, you're next. Yes, I missed you, little girl. Oh, you need a bath, don't you? You need a bath. It's gonna be shower time with Mama soon, yes. Yes, you are. And Bella. I love you, girlie. Hi. I missed you so much, little girl. Come here. I missed you so much, my little Bella. Oh, my little Bellas. Missed you. Oh, I missed you so much. Yes, I did. I missed you so much. I missed you. I miss my little Bella. I miss my little Bella. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I miss my little Bella. I miss my little Bella. Yes, I did. Oh, I missed her so much. So now that we've greeted the birds, I can kind of show you what our setup was. So the first thing that's really important was over here. We put spare bowls for our pet sitter just in case something happened to our other bowls. We use stainless steel bowls pretty much strictly now because they're antibacterial more so than plastics anyway, and we just want to keep everything as safe as possible while we're here. And over here you see these 3 small bird cages just in case something happens, and then our pet sitter can just put them in the little cages and transport them to safety. There is a pet-friendly hotel that's just a 5-minute drive away from here, so by figuring that out is really important just in case your building loses heat or anything like that. Then your pet sitter can come and take the birds into somewhere that's warm and safe. So the next point is, how do we know if the temperature is not working? Well, that's why this thing is right here by Happy's cage. It has the humidity and the temperature, and we can monitor that through our pet cam that we have set up basically right over here, and that allows us to see all 3 of them. And another very important purpose that computer serves is it allows us to Skype the birds. So one thing you can do using Skype is you can have it set up such that it answers the calls right away even if you're not there, so you can Skype your birds and talk to them. Our birds always get so excited when we Skype them, and we should really, hello little baby, and we should really film that for you guys someday because it's so exciting. One day our pet sitter forgot to email us. We do ask our pet sitter to email us every day, and we got so worried, so we asked Bella was here today, and she said yes. Do you have food and water? Yes! And then we felt much better. So you can see how Skype can be so important and so useful, not only to converse with your birds, but to check if everything's okay and if the cages are kept clean, they're having food and water, and of course the temperature and the humidity. So here is our setup, which kind of looks messy right now here. This is the vet bill. Really important always to leave vet bill for your pet sitter when you leave in cash form or whichever form that works for you. Just in case something happens, you never know. Some batteries, our pet sitter comes in once a day for 2 hours per day because we do have 3 birds and 2 cats. So if any of the thermometer or anything goes out of battery, the pet sitter can replace that. And of course, we ask our lovely pet sitter who's so kind to weigh our birds daily and to leave a log and for her to email us the weights and how they're doing every day. And this is kind of the setup. So this we leave, of course, puppy pads, cleaning solutions, extra toys. Leaving your birds extra toys is so important in case they chew through anything. And then you can ask your pet sitter to check on the toys every day and to replace any toys if any of them are destroyed or made sharp, and you don't want that in the cage for sure. So you definitely want to ask her to do that, and I can see that our pet sitter kindly replaced a lot of the toys for us, so always grateful for that. Always leave garbage bags. Gloves are important, especially if you're leaving for longer periods of time. You should be doing a thorough cleaning of the cages at least once a week. So for the thorough cleaning, I think it's kind, right? It's kind to leave some gloves for your pet sitters if you can, and of course extra food, any kind of strings if they need. As you can see, we do use these strings to tie up the window parts of the cages because Happy, as we said in our videos, is quite the escape artist, so that's important to have over there. And some first aid materials. The most important things probably this, which is Q-tip and the stopper. It's called quick blood stopper in case they break one of their blood feathers or hurt a toe or something, and this can be used to stop the blood quickly and take them to a vet straight away. And of course some bird safe birdie blanket in case something frightens them. It has the need to transport them to a safe place very quickly, then probably the birdie blanket's the fastest way to do it. And some paper towels. So I always leave a very detailed instruction sheet for our pet sitter whenever we leave. We can't show you the instruction sheet because it does contain personal information and addresses and things like that, but I can tell you what it's in there while my husband kindly shoots all the birds for your visual enjoyment. So, and it's much more fun than staring at this piece of paper anyway. So the first thing we do is contact information, the full address, our phone numbers and email addresses, and asking to kindly update us whenever, once a day at least for sure, and if anything comes up to call us or to email us, message us, whatever, at any time. The second is the emergency vet contact, and that is in bold. And that is in bold, super important, the name of the vet and his phone number as well as the address. Look at this Bella baby, she's so sweet, isn't she? And yes, and his contact is super important, and it's really important for you to always tell your vet the name of your pet sitter and even send a picture of him or her just so he knows that he or she might be bringing in the birds. And it's really good, it's worth it to ask your vet if you can pay a small fee for your pet sitter to be able to send pictures of their poopies or their feather conditions just in case something's up and your pet sitter's not sure if it's serious enough to bring them in or not. So it's worth to pay a small fee for that. I know a lot of insurances don't cover birds, but if your insurance plan that's provided by your vet office actually includes birds, and that's always a great idea as well. I already covered the vet bill and the pet cam, so I'm not going to talk about that. And providing the materials is really important. Another thing that's really important is the fuse box. So in the bird room, we have 2 heaters going, we have 2 air cleaners going. Because we have 2 dander birds. Meyers, Parrots, and African Greys are both dander birds, so it's super important that we have an air cleaner for Happy, who is not a dander bird. So we have 2 of those going. So there's a lot of electrical materials going on here, and we also have a UVB lamp that we asked the pet sitter to turn on when she's here. So it is really important for you to tell your pet sitter where the fuse box is in case anything goes off, and to show her how to turn it back on if anything is switched off.
Okay.
And the next part in our reading list is things that are lethal to parrots. And over here I have detailed instructions on why it's bad to have the birds come in contact with any other animals, especially their saliva, the dangers, and any kind of temperatures below 24 degrees. Humidity, high humidity is bad for them. Wind breeze is bad for them. Toxic foods, aerosol, cigarette smoke, that's bad for them. The reason why you have to take extra care to keep their cages and their foods really, really clean. Why you should avoid putting any pressures on the chest. So all the first aid stuff that we talked about in our bird first aid video, and also the 5 things you should know before getting a bird video are on here. And it is really worth it. We gave our pet sitter an extra fee for her to take her time to read the instructions, because it is 7 pages long, and I think it is only fair that she gets compensated for that time. So I would suggest that it is worth doing that, because you're paying for the pet sitting anyway, and you want her to, or him or her, to be as well equipped as he can be for the job. The next section is Parrot 911. So again, that has the vet clinic address, how far it is, the instructions on how to get there in detail, why it's important to monitor the perches and the cage for any blood, how to spot poo that is that is different from usual. So what we did with our pet sitter is, before we left, we invited her for an extra session to see what their poo looks like normally, how it smells like, it should be odorless, and what the usual amount of urine is like. And any abnormalities that doesn't look like that, she is encouraged to either contact the vet or us or both, and take the birds in for a vet appointment immediately. And then also, of course, checking the food and the water and everything for daily for any presence of feces, any kind of sliminess, or anything of the kind. And the next is instruction for care, which is step-by-step detailed instructions on how to take care of the birds on a daily basis. Like I said, we give our pet sitter 2 hours, of which 1 hour and 30 minutes is spent with the birds. So the birds can be out during that time while she cleans the food bowls and everything like that, because the cats are kept in a different part of the house and they're completely separated. So then they can enjoy their out time whenever the pet sitter is here. So yeah, so it basically, the first part is monitoring. So monitor temperature, humidity, food and water, make sure the heater and the dehumidifier and the air cleaner is working, make sure there's no blood on the perches, make sure there's no sickness behavior, make sure there's no sharp toys and no machines that ran out of battery. Then we ask her to turn on the UVB lamp, and then to clean the water and the food containers, and to change the food and the puppy training pads, to sweep any food crumbs or feathers that ended up on the floor with the broom, and also to wipe the perches with a cleaning solution if needed, and to take out the birds for their out time, and details on how to do that safely, and how to play with the birds with the toys, which she's an expert in anyway. But for a first time bird pet sitter, I mean, I would obviously advise you to get someone who's experienced with birds, but for someone who is more new to birds, it's really important to include instructions on how to play with them. Okay, little crazy guy.
I love it.
Want some mama time? Yes, he wants mama time. You know, mama time. He's so sweet. I love my baby so much. And yeah, and then also to safe instructions and monitoring if the cages are properly locked or not when she leaves, and turn off the UVB lamp because it can be a fire hazard, and all that stuff. So that is it. If you have any questions, please write any comments below. If you have any other suggestions, we're really happy to take them. And now we're gonna go and spend some quality time with our birdies. Oh, we missed you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and please let us know if you have any suggestions for what videos we can do. Bye!